Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Clarke. I'm the Menard Family Professor of Philosophy and Ethics at Ottawa University. And I'm going to talk to you today about a new major at Ottawa, PPE. Let's take a look. The PPE major at Ottawa University in partnership with the Gwartney Institute. Wait, what is PPE? Well, PPE stands for Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. PPE is an interdisciplinary major which was developed in Oxford in the 1920s and is increasingly popular throughout the English-speaking world. In the United States, PPE is currently offered by 2 Ivy League universities, Yale and Penn, as well as over 40 other colleges and universities. Currently, Ottawa is the only institution in Kansas which offers PPE as a course of study. Wait, aren't philosophy, politics, and economics usually separate majors? Well, while these subjects are often separated, there's a strong case to be made that these 3 subjects are very interrelated and therefore ought to be studied together. So let's take a closer look. Philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. Here are some typical questions in philosophy. Is there an objective code of morality that applies to everyone? If so, how do we discover it? Should we eat animals? What is a mind? Could a computer have a mind? Do humans have free will? And what is free will? Studying philosophy will help you think, write, and argue more clearly and more effectively. It won't actually make your brain bigger, but maybe it'll expand your mind. Politics is the study of government and the state. Here's some typical questions in politics. To what extent is the state justified to govern, i.e. to enforce laws and demand compliance? What are the different forms of government and political representation? Historically, what have been the most successful forms of government, and what does success mean here? Studying politics will help you better understand the political system in which you live, as well as the alternatives. Economics is the study of how people use limited resources to satisfy unlimited desires. Here are some typical questions in economics. How long will it take me to pay off my student loan debt with a new job after college? How do interest rates affect this? What level of consumption is sustainable over the long term? Why are savings important? What's at stake in the debate about raising the minimum wage? What international trade policies are optimal? And what does optimal mean here? Studying economics will help you understand the trade-offs that different policy proposals and economic systems entail. As you can see, PPE covers a wide range of interconnected issues and important ideas. If these issues and ideas sound like things you'd like to think hard about, you should consider majoring in PPE. You might say, wait, what can I do with this major? Well, you can do a lot, so let's take a look. PPE is an ideal major for students who want to go to graduate school, as students who study philosophy do better than any other major on the GRE, which is the standardized test for graduate school admissions. It's not even close. PPE is also an excellent major for students who are interested in going to law school, as students who study philosophy and economics do extremely well on the LSAT, which is the standardized test for law school admissions. You might say, but I don't want to go to grad school. Will this major help me in the job market? Yes, it will. So let's take a look. Here are the mid-career salaries of non-STEM majors. And philosophy is at the top. You might say, that's odd. Why would studying philosophy, politics, and economics increase your value on the job market? Well, when you're interviewing for a job, when you're asking for a raise, and when you are trying to make a sale, you are making arguments. These are activities that can have a very large impact on your earnings. If you're going to have to make arguments, and if your career is going to depend on your ability to argue, then it is in your best interest to learn how to argue well. PPE, Philosophy, Politics, and Economics at Ottawa University in partnership with the Guardi Institute. Come and argue with us. And if you have any more questions, you can contact Dr. Justin Clarke, the Menard Family Professor of Philosophy and Ethics, who is me.